Hey y'all, it's me, that black guy with a drone. And this is your $30 movie review that answers one question and one question only. Is the movie worth the price of a ticket? Popcorn, hot dog, and a soda. Today's movie, Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Listen, for those of you who haven't seen any of my reviews for a while, you know that I'm studying. I am intensely studying for the bar over in England to be a qualified solicitor. So over the weekend, I studied about 15 hours, and today I just needed a break just to let the mind rest. So after studying 15 hours of criminal law, I go and see this movie, Three Billboards, out of Ebbing, Missouri. And it's a good movie. That's all I can say about that. It is a fantastic movie. Now, it's one of those movies that actually you could see on TV and still enjoy it as much as you enjoyed in the theater. So, to answer the question, is it worth the price of a ticket? And the popcorn, the soda, and the hot dogs is the best way I can explain it. And this is what actually came to my mind after I saw the movie. It's like my wife loves Lionel Richie, and when Lionel Richie's in town, she wants to go to a Lionel Richie concert, and I'm like, why? Because I can listen to Lionel Richie at home on a stereo system, and I can save myself a couple $100. But I took my wife to the Lionel Richie concert, and there was something about seeing Lionel Richie in person, being there, the energy, having all the people around you, and just the ambiance, the drinking, and all that good stuff that goes on at a concert makes going to hear Lionel Richie at a concert a million times better than listening to it in your home. In fact, there's things that happen at a concert that you just can't recreate through your stereo system. And that's kind of what I feel about this movie. Yes, it can be seen at home and still be enjoyed, but this is one of those movies that you need to go see it in a theater because it would be so much more engaging. Now, there's no big CGI and special effects and booming sound system, all this spectral sound and Dolby Atmos. No, it's not none of that. But what you get at its essence, at its core, is a fantastic story that is so engaging that it deserves to be seen in a theater. And I venture to say that if you see it in a theater, your reaction to it in the theater would be totally different than your reaction if you were sitting on your couch. And that's why this movie is definitely worth the price of a ticket. Popcorn, soda, and a hot dog. There's just, and I can't put my hand or finger on it, but there's just something about the acting, something about the story. Probably one of the best stories I've seen portrayed in a film this year. 2017, beginning of 2018. It is just a fantastic story that it's like, this is why they make movies. Because Hollywood puts out a bunch of garbage sometimes. I'm talking about Pitch Perfect 3. Why would I pay $16 to go see Pitch Perfect 3, huh? Or some of this other nonsense that they put out. But here, you have a compelling story that is superbly acted. The acting is fantastic. And it's something that just creeps up on you. It's not a lot of fanfare, and it's just a methodical. It's like this. If you look in the dictionary on how to act, then this is the movie you need to go see, because this would be like the dictionary would open to Three Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. The supporting actors, the main actors, absolutely just fantastic. And if you looked in the dictionary on how to tell a story, how to write a screenplay, and how to tell a story from start to finish, you open up the dictionary and it's Three Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. It's that good. And that's why it deserves to be seen, in a theater. Just like going to see Lionel Richie in person. There's something that's just going to happen at a theater that you can't recreate at home. At home you got all the distractions. You got the dog, the phone, food, the bathroom, refrigerator, all that stuff like that. But in the theater, captive, you're in this audience, dark place, people around you, blah, 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 but you're there. And it's just something about this movie that deserves to be seen on a screen. And you're not going to regret it either, because I think when you go see this movie, you're watching the best picture for 2017, hands down. Now I saw The Disaster Artist, and I thought that was a fantastic film. Dunkirk, saw that. I saw The Darkest Hour, saw The Greatest Showman, well, even though The Greatest Showman is not nominated, Get Out, and all these other movies. But this is definitely, I think, is going to be Best Picture. The story is such a good story. It's so well done. The acting is it's just so good. And I keep saying so, like that doesn't tell you anything. And I can't go into, why the acting was good and why the screenplay was good, because that's not what these reviews are about. These reviews are about, do you get your money's worth when you pay your hard-earned money to go see a movie? When you pay $16 and you're going to pay about another $16 for some popcorn, soda, hot dog, and even more if you get gummy bears, and even more if you take a date. Is it worth your time to get in your car to drive to a movie theater to see this? Absolutely. In fact, do this. Go see the movie, and then when it comes out on the small screen, watch it again and see if it changes for you. Because I venture to say that this is one of those movies that should be seen in the theater, away from the distractions, in the movie-going experience. Fantastic movie, fantastic parts. And one thing that really makes this, I just stands out in my mind, and why I say it's worth going to see and worth paying for, it's like you can't figure it out. Now I pride myself being a lawyer and a kind of like, a person who can think, you don't have to be a lawyer. But the point is like, I like trying to figure movies out. And a lot of times Hollywood makes formulaic movies. This one is not formulaic. In fact, it breaks a lot of the conventions. And that's a good thing. It's so refreshing. And so when you think, oh, I know this is going to happen. Oh, nope, didn't happen. Oh, he's going to off himself. Oh, nope, didn't happen. Oh, they're going to find the killer, and this is the guy. Oh. So this is one of those movies that I think will stay with you for a long time. And some of the things that it talks about, it's very subtle, because you're going to see this movie about a woman who's really distraught and looking for answers to who killed her daughter. But when you find in this movies, you find a lot of social commentary. You find a story that really deals with things about class in America, about police brutality, the code of silence, all these kind of things that are just wrapped in here that I wasn't expecting when I went and saw this movie. And so it is a movie that is well worth going to see in a movie theater. And again, if you go see it before the Oscars come out, you're going to be seeing the Best Picture of 2017. Yep, I'm calling it. Well, that's all I got. It is definitely worth the price of a ticket, hot dog, soda, and popcorn. I'm that black guy with the drone. Going back to studying tomorrow, and I'll see you soon.